ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into this. We're going to talk about, we're going to recap some of the best movies of the year, some of our favorite movies that we've seen. And maybe, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So let's start with number five. Oh,
Five,
I'm on,
five,
sorry, I'm on the wrong screen.
five, five.
Five, five,
Five, five,
five.
five.
All
All
right.
right, so let's start with Shadu here. Shadu, what is your number
Oh,
five
okay,
movie,
cool.
sir?
My number five is Fantastic Four: First Steps. So this is the first Fantastic Four adaptation that has actually been a good movie. So
No, I'll agree with you.
uh,
man.
Hey,
yeah, so this really, I think, captured the core of the comics and really kind of, I think, setting in an alternate universe helped to be able to kind of tell their own story that's not as bogged down by all of the others have been having to explain. Well, they were in the 60s and then it was the whole thing, or whatever. It's like, no, it's a retro-futuristic world. Don't worry about it.
Right.
And I think that really helped because it could tell its own self-contained story. It could really focus on the characters, which has always been the core of Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Core, if you will. And that,
four.
yeah, four core. And it just really, I think it was a great adaptation. I really like Galactus just as a villain
Yeah.
in general. I always
Mhm.
have because I really like kind of leaning into that cosmic horror side of comics, and so I really loved how they did Galactus. He was just intimidating enough, while keeping a tiny bit of the silliness, which I think is always good. And it really wasn't afraid to be kind of ridiculous, which it should be. It's Fantastic Four. I loved everything. It was really a solid adaptation. So yeah,
I loved the
that's my number five.
inevitability of Galactus because
Me
Galactus
too.
is
Again, it
inevitable.
was a very it was kind of lighthearted while being existentially terrifying, which is great. So, all right, yeah, that is my
All right.
that is
Yum,
my number five.
yum, yummy.
Super awesome. Yum, yum, yummy. Again, did not put any of this in order, so I'm gonna start here with I guess I'm gonna start with Superman. So Superman
Can't
was
believe you're putting
such
Superman's number five.
no, it's not my number five. Like I said, I'm not in order at all. So Superman is such, and it's just the first one I want to talk about. Superman is probably my number one, actually. But Superman was so good. And again, I know we're gonna get a lot of hatred for this. We're gonna get a lot of praise for it too. But like Superman, if you are a comic book fan at all, if you understand comic books in any way whatsoever, especially Superman comic books, this movie was perfect. It's you have all these people who complain. It's like Superman, he got his ass kicked by a dude. Yeah, that dude also happened to be fucking Bizarro, and he was Superman.
Yeah,
He was,
that dude was him.
yeah, it's basically he got beat by himself. So when
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
sits there and complains about Superman getting his ass kicked by a nobody, well, that nobody happens to also be Superman. So
Right. And
this is
also the
just
Hammer of Barovia. Oh.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, like what that tells me whenever I see people complaining about stuff like that, like, oh, they nerfed Superman to a point he got his ass kicked by everybody. No, he got his ass kicked by two characters who matched his power.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
when you say that, oh yeah, no, he got his ass kicked by random people, that tells me all you saw was a trailer and you didn't actually watch the movie,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
had you watched the movie, you would have realized that at the end of the movie, they reveal that he was fighting Bizarro Superman, who has the same goddamn powers. So,
Right.
with that being said, right? And I can go off all day on all these haters and poking holes in every single thing you guys
And he
find wrong with
will.
this movie.
So
I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm just saying this movie, for anyone who understands Superman, because he is the big blue Boy Scout, he is the guy that does everything. He does everything the right way, even if to nauseum, even if he is lawful good in every sense of the word. Superman was done perfectly, and that is where I'm leaving that. Jen, to number 5.
My number 5, because I did mine in order. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
I understood the assignment and did the assignment the way it was supposed to be done, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it my way. Number 5 is weapons. That's right, everybody. I got a horror movie on my top 5. I know everybody needs to go buy a lottery ticket because this is never gonna happen again.
I just looked at ours, Jen. All of ours are the same except for one.
I know, and I'm like, I cannot believe you just
Well,
did
at least
that.
I'm here to
All
make
right.
things different.
So yeah, so weapons, I thought it was really good. I did not expect to like it because I
Mhm.
am not a horror fan at all. I loved it. I only looked away twice, and it wasn't because of the scariness of it. It was because of the gore. I was like, I don't really need to see that. That's a little too much for me. So, but I
She got what
loved
she
it. I thought
deserved.
everyone's, yeah, that's true. But I loved the way that it was set up, the way that you didn't really know what was going on until about halfway through the movie. I
Right.
liked that. I loved that everybody was making such a big deal about the 217, and it really didn't fucking mean anything at all.
Yeah.
It was just happened to be the time. I mean, like, it was like, okay, all right, whatever. And I thought that, like, I thought all the actors did really well. And I love Benedict Wong, and he did such a good job.
Yeah, he did.
So
I loved his
I
performance
love
in
my
that movie.
Wongers.
All right. So that means we are moving on to number 4.
4. All right.
I like
So,
Fantastic
number
Four.
4.
Yeah, should do.
Yes. Well, of course, I did Fantastic for number 5. So my number 4 is the Thunderbolts. And it is, of course, it was really good. I did not think I would like this movie as much as I did. Actually, for the next one, it's the same thing. But yeah, I didn't think I'd like this movie as much as I did. It was great. It was it was like, it kind of accidentally commented on the MCU right now, and like kind of burnout of all of these things. And taking these characters that have become more prominent, obviously, but are still kind of like C-listers, and putting them all together into a team and playing off their strengths, and these people that are just kind of lost and don't really have a purpose, to find kind of a purpose, but also to work through trauma in all of these ways.
Right.
Having Sentry be the villain was really fun. Ever since I kind of heard about what the whole idea of Sentry was and his backstory, I thought it was really, really cool. I think they did it really well. It was a like kind of a nice simple movie. It was executed incredibly well, and the whole twist at the end was very fun. I got to it before there was all of that reveal of like, oh, it's the new Avengers, whatever. I got to it before then, so I was like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, so I really loved it. It's a great movie. So
Awesome. My again, not in the right order. My number 4 is going to be Sinners.
yeah,
I know for
definitely
a
not in the
fact
right
that's
order.
not your number 4. I know for a fucking fact that's not your number 4. But okay.
Definitely not in the right order.
Okay, if we go in the order that you guys are going in, my number 5 would have been Predator Badlands. I mean, I'm obviously going to get into this anyways, and my number 4 would have been Thunderbolts. So it's fine. I'm kind of just going down the list as I have it, right? So Sinners.
Just whatever, you're fine.
Yeah, Sinners.
We talk about it anyway.
We'll talk about it later. Sinners is the next movie on my list, and again, I've heard complaints, and yes, it is 2 movies in one, but they're 2 good fucking movies mashed together into one. It is a really good drama, really good dramatic movie that tells this really nuanced, really kind of a southern story in Mississippi, and then becomes this entire like vampire movie that you just kind of, I mean, you expect it, but had you gone into the movie not seeing any trailers and knowing what it was about, you wouldn't have expected a vampire movie to pop out of this movie. Um, it was really well done. The acting is really good. We'll get into that in the next segment, but Like the
Mhm.
acting was really well done in this movie. The story was really well done. Everything about this movie was as films go, for the most part, perfection. It was really good. Also, Nate Price in the chat saying Sentry over Superman. In the end, Superman would beat Sentry easily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but let's continue on. So that's the number 4 on my list.
All right.
My number 4, because I love branding, is the Fantastic Four First Steps. 4 for 4.
Fantastic Four.
And I'm gonna talk.
Fantastic.
Okay. Uh, No, so everything that Shadu said about it, I absolutely agree. I do like that it was set apart from from like what we've seen so far. I liked that. I liked seeing the almost manic side of Reed Richards. Like,
Yeah.
there were a lot of parallels of him and Tony Stark from the first Iron Man and the Avengers, where he's trying to make the, Avengers all like Age of Ultron, trying to make a shield around the whole earth
Around the
and
world,
trying
yeah.
to figure out, yeah, how to do that. I liked the inevitability of Galactus, and that it wasn't like, hey, maybe we can beat him. It was, we have to trick him to get him to go somewhere else so he doesn't destroy us and move him so far away that he won't get here for a really long time. So I loved that part of it. It
Yeah.
was very unconventional as far as superhero movies go. And I liked that. I thought everyone did an amazing job. I liked Evan Moss Baccarat as Ben Grimm, the
Yeah.
Thing. I thought that
Yeah.
was amazing. I thought they all did really well. They felt like a family, and I feel like the other movies missed that. They have to feel like a family first before you can have them in their roles. And I just felt like they didn't. The other Fantastic Four movies didn't focus on that. So I
Right.
feel like it was a great movie. So yeah.
All right. All right.
All right. So let's move on to the next number here.
Three.
Great.
All right, Shadu, what you got?
All right. So this might surprise some people, or not. We'll see. My number 3 is K-pop Demon Hunters. Actually,
Yeah, fucking golden.
yeah. No, some of that has been stuck in my head for a while. So this is another movie I really was kind of cynical about. Not really cynical, but like I don't know. I was like, oh, this
Just
is
say it.
whatever. It's a
Say
musical,
it.
and it's what
No, just go ahead and say it.
today. Oh, uh, so I really liked it. I mean, again, I'm shocked that I did, but some of the songs have been stuck in my head. It is again a very like Thunderbolts. It's a very simple. I don't mean simple in a bad way, but it's a very like straightforward movie. It's like, okay, you can kind of see where it's going, see what's going on there, but the world building they've done is really well folded in. All of the characters are amazing. Again, even if archetypes, but it's very well done. I really really enjoyed it. And the again the theming is good. Yeah, and again, music obviously is very very well done. I love that for a musical, it wasn't just arbitrarily this is a musical. It was no, the music is part of the whole thing. That is in the lore and uh in the world itself. And it was very very folded into that. I loved it. And I loved that it was also very Korean. It had a uh very Korean feel to it. So it wasn't just like, oh, these are just, Christian demons or whatever. No, it's the Korean version of demons. It's that same kind of thing. So
Right.
I loved it.
It's
It
demons
really,
in the West are not the same as demons in Asian culture, and it's just for
right, and really explored a lot of that. It just, yeah, it was great. So that's my number 3.
very good, very good. My number 3 on my list is Weapons.
Oh.
Weapons. What more can I say than anything else that Jen mentioned? Yes, I love Benedict Wong's character in it. I love the way that they kind of told this almost non-linear story and just kept going back to moments that were going on in the movie. I loved the overall story. I loved how they kept you guessing the entire movie, thinking like, oh, you think it's one thing, and then they like throw a wrench in there. It's like, okay, it's this. It's something else. And just kind of the creepy moments in that movie. It was really, really, really well done, really well acted. Um, everything about that movie was done in a way that kept you engaged in the movie, and I thought it was really good. So, and yes, like I mentioned at the earlier on, that one really graphic scene at the end of the movie, she deserved that shit.
She did. 100%. She did.
100% deserve that shit.
Also, I want to know why they decided on old Betty Davis for the look. I approve of it, but it absolutely was old Betty Davis. I have pictures to prove it. Y'all.
I am.
Okay.
I have a lot of faith in Zach Krager after the Barbarian and then Weapons. Now he's we'll talk about this next week, but now he's getting Resident Evil. I'm very excited for everything he's gonna do. So
Yeah.
Jen, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Sinners. That's right. 2 horror movies in 1 year. Buy 2 lottery tickets because this will never happen again. No, I was really surprised about this movie. I love vampire movies. Like if we're gonna talk horror, and I don't really consider vampire movies horror because really it's just homoerotic fiction. So I feel like
you're not wrong, but
it is. It's a very
again,
it's very
if you've read Dracula,
vampires are very sexual. It's a very sexual.
If you've read
thing.
Dracula, it is incredibly queer.
It is absolutely like there are bi people all over the place, and
Anyway.
what? I am there for it. Anyway.
Yep.
But I loved it because of that. But I also really liked that it was you thought you were going down a certain road in the movie, and then it pivoted, and then you were like, "Oh shit, this just leveled up. This movie just leveled up." And the people at the end deserved everything they got. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
Although Haley
Agreed.
Steinfeld was super raunchy in this movie, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know
feel
if
great
that's
about
who
it.
I
I'm all
want
for it.
Hawkeye
Yeah.
to be.
I feel great about it.
Me and Phil
The
feel
Kate
we
Bishop
feel great.
that I love would not say those words that came out of her mouth. That's all I'm saying.
Was it all
It
the
can be
coos
two
talk?
things. I realize that. What?
Was it all the coos talk?
Yes.
Let's just be glad that Florence Pugh or Aubrey Plaza were not in that movie.
Oh my god! If Aubrey
That is
Plaza was
true.
in that movie,
I think Phil would not be with us anymore.
I think my
that
nether
was-
realms would have exploded.
This is what I'm
throwing that
saying.
out there.
He would be dead.
Yeah.
He would have had a heart attack.
Or something.
Yeah.
Exhaustion. Anyway.
Anyway, we're moving on. So we get banned from TikTok.
I don't think we're gonna get banned for. I've heard worse on TikTok. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh yeah.
let's move on to the next one here. It's time for number
Two.
Should
All
do.
right. So my number two is Superman.
I can't. You are not my child. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
What? Wait. I'm sorry. What? So Superman, again, it was a solid Superman. It really felt it. I'm not sure what else I could say that it hasn't already been said. I felt the comics there. I felt the spirit of what Superman is supposed to be. He was a big blue Boy Scout. He was incredibly naive. I love that his first, as he got out of the thing after being killed by the sun or whatever, the beginning of it was golly. Perfection. Did not curse once in the movie, which is amazing.
well, everybody else around him was, so it's like it's great.
No, but he did curse once, but it was in reference to somebody else calling him a super shit. and
Oh
that's the
yeah.
Yeah.
only bad word he said in the
Right.
whole
But
movie.
like,
I've actually I've checked.
but also perfect. His characterization was great. Lois was great.
No notes.
I'll get into this too. Lex, perfection.
Yes.
Everything about it
Mhm.
felt, besides engineer, but again, we're not talking about bad things. Everything else felt very much straight out of the comics, straight out of this is what Superman should have been the whole time. It's like, oh, he's not dark and dreary and like all in his feelings. No, he's just Superman. He's doing the best
He
he
was
can.
in his feelings. He was
Well, he was, but
absolutely in
he
his
wasn't like
feelings.
taking it out on people and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just anyway. I really loved it. I think it was a great movie. It's a fun movie too. It is a fun movie to watch.
I agree.
And we got a live action Green Lantern for the first time. We got our first live action Guy Gardner, who was perfect, the perfect amount of asshole. It was great.
Yeah.
It was
Guy
amazing.
Gardner needs to be a bag of dicks, and he really
Yeah.
was a bag of dicks. It was great.
And I loved Mr. Terrific too.
So
So,
good. He was so
yeah,
good.
just I can't even mention everything I loved about it. It was great movie, incredible cinematic introduction to the new DCU.
Yeah, agree. My number 2 is Thunderbolts. And Thunderbolts, again, it was a
Thunderbolts.
yeah. There's the Thunderbolt. Okay, no, I can't do it. It was a sleeper hit. It was one of those movies that you went in thinking like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch it because it's a Marvel movie, but it's gonna be okay." And it's like, oh my god, better and better every minute. Every minute of this movie gets better. Every scene tops the next scene. Sentry was so well done. I was not expecting that they were
Yes.
gonna go into the void, and they did. And like that's kind of what scared me when they said they were doing Sentry was they're not going to do the void properly, and they're not probably not even going to address the void. They're just going to do Superman and just going to do like emo Superman because that's what Sentry is. And it's like, oh my god, no, he is every bit the amnesiac idiot that he is when he's Sentry, and the monstrous dark just entity that is the
Again, like
void.
Eldritch Lovecraftian horror.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, when it comes to the
Yeah.
void, he's 100% that, and he leans into it so hard. It's so good. Pullman does such a good job with that character, and then on top of that, Florence Pugh, amazing action. I think the only note on the movie that I have was as much as I rooted for them to kill off Taskmaster, I did want a little bit more of that version of Taskmaster because when Taskmaster goes into the scene that she goes into and she starts kind of really going into like she gets a little witty, and it kind of gave me a second of, oh no, okay, so she's got like those witty retorts that Masterson has, and that's kind of what I wanted. And then they killed her off, and I was just like, damn, man, like I kind of wanted more of that version, but hopefully that means that we will get a Chris Masters and we will get a
Yeah.
proper Taskmaster, because you can't just get rid of Taskmaster like that. He is such a good character to have around. And yeah, no, I just everything else. Oh, I also loved the kind of everybody's mission is to kill each other aspect of it.
That
Yeah.
was a good, yeah.
Right, because
very
it's just
funny.
kinda like, yeah, it was really good in the sense of everybody's job was to try and kill each other, and of course, Johnny Mayo is just being the biggest asshole there is, so, I mean, that's
Yeah.
it's so good.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, Nate Price in the
Johnny
chat here,
Mayo.
so many people hated on Thunderbolts, was so sad, happy to see mental health included in a superhero movie in this way, and I agree, 100% agree with that.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
mental health, being something that they bring in there. I feel like that's also what Supergirl is going to be later on in 2026.
Mhm.
So,
Agreed.
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
continue on. Jen, it is time for your number 2.
Shocker, it's Thunderbolts, aka New Avenger.
Um,
So here's what I want to talk about. I love speaking of the mental health part of it. The villain of this movie, above and beyond Sentry, and honestly is very integral into Sentry, is depression.
Yeah.
Florence Pugh's character had depression. David Harbour's character had depression.
Hmm.
You had Bucky, who lives in depression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had Ghost, who is like, well, I mean, I got this fixed, but now what do I do? Johnny Mayo, they all were going through depression. They
Yeah.
were basically the different aspects of it. And I loved that. I called this movie the A24 MCU movie, and it really was. It took character development and focused on characters and how you take these disparate people and make them into an unwitting team. They don't really like hardly any of them have actual powers. A couple of them do, but not very many. And they still manage to come together and save one of the most powerful beings in the MCU. And not only that, but they're like, no, dude, you don't have to be a hero. You just sit in your recliner and read and do the dishes. And I loved that because it wasn't about how can we use this person to help us fight off whatever. They were like, no, your mental health is so much more important than Galactus coming or whatever.
Right.
I
Mhm.
liked that. I loved the different like combinations that they got. I also loved Julia Louis-Dreyfus in it, and I felt like it had uh a very similar tone and aspects that James Gunn's The Suicide Squad had, but just like the MCU version of it. And I loved that as well. And when she said too, what is like Red Guardian, when she said to him, she was like, who's this angry Santa? I was like, this is gonna be my top five. Top five movie right there.
Who's this
So
angry Santa?
yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
So good.
I loved it. And a
Yeah.
guy named Bob is the most powerful person in the world. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Shout out to Gig, who was killing it on the Jeopardy last night. He said Aunt Gladys ran like she owed those kids some money
Oh yeah.
from
She
from
ran like she
weapons.
owned Moon Knight money.
Oh, it's so good. All right, let's jump into this last one. It's time for the number one.
Woo! Number one. All right. My number one will surprise no one. It's Sinners. So
What
this
else
is
can you
the first
say?
time. Seriously, what else can I say other than I'd like to point out the aspect ratio changes and how all of that played into it. Incredible. I loved the choices that were done in everything. I loved how, and because Gravy is not here, I can say this. I loved that they included vampire lore in it and just expected, hey, everybody knows what vampire lore is. We don't have to explain the whole damn thing. That was great.
Yeah.
It was good. Again, two very solid movies in one that complemented each other, that played off each other and used metaphors and all this different stuff. I loved all of it. I loved, again, a lot of the best movies this year were very, very focused around music.
Yeah.
And how that brings people together and how that has, this innate power to it. And I loved that. And so Sinners is my number one movie of the year. And it's a horror movie. It's barely a horror movie, but it's a horror movie. So
It's pretty
go and buy a lot of
horrifying. I mean, it's a horror movie.
I don't think I
I
was
don't know if
ever really.
the
I don't think I
vampires
was
weren't
ever really.
that horrific.
I don't think I was ever really scared by it. I was just kind of disturbed by it.
Which is kind of what it's supposed to be.
And also, I hate that they made my favorite Irish folk song into the villain song. I really don't like that.
Was
but
he the villain though? He just wanted to see his family.
Rocky Road to Dublin.
Yeah,
such a good version of that song though.
But a really good version of it, a really creepy version of it that I have saved. Yeah, so it's good. All right.
Yeah, I had that song on repeat for like a couple of days after that movie.
Yeah.
And I mean that version of it because it was already out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So my number one, that's not really my number one. I mean, again, if we were doing this by the way that I had it written out, this would have been my number 5, but still. Predator Badlands. So Predator Badlands, again, another sleeper movie that I did not expect to be as good as it was. Went into this movie thinking, okay, it's gonna be a Predator movie. It's gonna be okay. They're gonna, tell whatever story it's gonna be about. The first time that's at the in the in the perspective of a predator.
Hmm.
What I didn't expect is walking out of this movie wanting to learn how to speak Yautja because he speaks Yautja
Gotta
in
love
the entire
conlangs.
movie. No, but I mean, yeah, I know. So what's crazy is the guy who created Klingon.
Oh, really?
Yes, the guy
That's
who
awesome.
created Klingon created the Yautja language.
That's
Is
fucking
it
cool.
Klingon or Valerian? I thought it
I
was the
think
same guy that created Valerian.
Oh, so is it
uh,
okay? Is it David J. Peterson or is it like Mark Akron for
I, I
Klingon?
I know that he had his hand
I'll
in
I'll
writing
figure it out.
major
I'll
language.
figure
Yeah.
it out. You continue.
But yes, so again, I was not expecting that I was gonna get so into this language and this story again when we get into our favorite actors. One of my honorable mentions. I might as well just say it. Like Elle Fanning uh, killed it in her role. And I think just between her and Michael B. Jordan, both characters, both of these people in both of these. I see your hand. Okay, just give me a second. Both of these actors in both of these movies played multiple roles and differentiated characters from each other.
Wow, that's awesome.
So it's like how you like she played two different synths that were based off the same person, and the two of them were distinctly different characters. Same thing with Smoke and Stack and Sinners, where they were very distinctly different characters, even though they were twins. So it's just that just kind of seemed to be the thing this year is actors being able to play two different characters and distinguish themselves from each other. The action was amazing. Everything in this movie was great, and to the point where you start rooting for the bad guy because you realize he is the bad guy. You start rooting for the bad guy, and then at the end of the movie, you almost like you're rooting for his revenge. And he gets his revenge, but you're rooting for his revenge against a bigger bad. And then it leads into another movie, and it's like, oh my God, this is so good. I was not expecting this. And I say, I'm forgetting his name right now, but the director, the guy who directed this movie, I think was it Noah Hawley? I don't remember.
It was the guy that did
I think it was Noah Hawley.
Prey, right?
He's the same guy that did Prey, same guy that's been doing all of the new Predator stuff. Give him everything Predator. Everything Predator.
Give him a Star Wars show.
I think they were going to. I think actually
Yeah,
they're talking
they
about
should.
doing that. What were you gonna
Yeah,
say? Who's the linguist?
So it is neither. It is the guy who created the Na'vi language for Avatar.
Oh, okay.
Or sorry, the two people, Steve Perry and SD Perry. I wonder if they're related. Yeah. So it's those guys.
But still,
It's also cool.
him and
creating
his alter
amazing
ego.
languages. Yeah, just like creating these amazing languages, right? Like
It's
the
awesome.
Yautja language is so cool. And it just
Yeah.
like it makes me want to go learn how to speak Predator. It's so dope.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway,
again, I really enjoy conlang. That's one of my nerdy things. So moving on.
yeah. So earlier I was talking about echoing beans on TikTok.
Yeah.
That's Ethan Sack Deadpool's son.
That's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Nice. All right.
So, anyways, I have talked too much. Jen, what was your number one?
My number one was Superman.
Yeah,
Because of course it was. It's a fucking DC movie. I'm gonna make that my number one.
Shut up.
You're just
And I wanna
disappointed that
talk
Wonder Woman
about-
wasn't in it.
No, I really wasn't. I feel like if she had been in it, it would have taken some away. It would have taken something away. I feel like the characters that they did put in it, like Hawk Girl, I loved her.
She was
She
great.
was
Yeah.
awesome.
She was very fun.
I loved Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. I loved Mr. Terrific. They really got Mr. Terrific's essence.
They really
Michael
did.
Holt as terrific. I want to talk about
Yeah,
Metamorpho.
he was terrific.
I want to talk about Metamorpho. They gave Metamorpho so much more depth than I've ever seen on the screen. He played it to perfection. It was amazing. It was so good. And Crypto, uh, Crypto's such a bad boy, but I love him so much. Crypto, he's such a bad dog. I love him. And yeah, so it just had everything. Clark being that, oh gosh darn it kind of guy. Pa Kent being all like, oh, he's getting all mushy. And
I loved
I
Pocket.
just
Yeah.
loved all of that. I loved all of it. It was great. The whole music conversation and the punk rock, maybe kindness is the punk
Yes.
rock. You know, I mean, I loved all of it. The message
Yeah.
was perfect, and it was very comic booky. It wasn't too like kitschy. It wasn't too like goofy, but it was just the right amount. Just the right amount. And it almost felt like we were seeing the world through Superman's eyes.
Right.
It was his reality. And so
Yeah.
everything was a little brighter. Everything was a little bit more hopeful. Things got a little less bright when he was having his crisis. And it really I loved it. David Cornsweet and Nicholas Holt, I loved them together. They were amazing. Nicholas Holt was the best movie Lex Luthor that I think we've ever gotten. He was perfect. His anger, you could see it. Those blue eyes were furious
They really were.
in parts.
Mm.
And you could tell. So anyway, that's it. But I mean, we talked about Superman enough. We don't have to talk
Yes.
about it.
Because he's a punk rocker. Yes.
All right. Well, before we jump into the next part, we do have honorable mentions. So we will format this the same way that we did the last thing. We will just kind of name off shows and say what your favorite ones were. So Shadu, I'm gonna let you start off on this one, man. Give us your honorable mentions.
You mean movies, right?
Yeah, for movies. Sorry.
Yeah. Cool.
Your honorable mentions for movies.
I only have one honorable mention. That was the other thing that I know I saw this year. I think I may have seen other things. I don't know if they released this year though. Was Captain America: Brave New World, which no one mentioned. It was fine. It's unfortunate that it was fine because I really liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I really liked Sam Wilson as Captain America. It's unfortunate that his first outing was not that good. But you know what? Harrison Ford was cool as Red Hulk. That was cool.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Bucky was there briefly, so
I did. I mean, I didn't dislike that movie, and it is on my honorable mentions as well. So we won't go too far into it.
Yeah. Anyway.
So the rest of the honorable mentions I have here, and then I'll have Jen wrap everything up. Jurassic Park.
I'm just Jay now.
Just Jay. Jurassic World Rebirth.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because Fantastic Four wasn't on my list. Fantastic Four is in my honorable mentions.
How dare you?
Demon Slayer, which amazing movie. It was again anime, but it was really good. Captain America: Brave New World, which we just talked about. This may not be on anybody's lists, but I enjoyed this movie. The new Running Man.
Haven't seen it, but yeah,
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. And then K-pop Demon Hunter.
Well,
so
Chad
I mean,
Powers is in it, so I'm not going to see it.
So yeah, that's what's left on my honorable mention list. What do you got, Jen?
I have I liked like most of the ones that we have. I don't remember if movies came out this year or not, to be honest with you, most of the time. So.
Yeah, neither of these movies came out this year. These were both last year.
Red One?
Red One was last year? Yeah, they just re-released it again this year.
We watched it like the day before, like Christmas Eve. That was our Christmas Eve movie.
Yeah, I watched Red One Christmas last year.
Oh, really? Yeah, I watched it. I loved it. J.K. Simmons is the best Santa ever.
He's a really good Santa Claus.
And then Barbie. And not because I didn't think it came out this year, because I know for a fact it didn't.
She's like, it's the
But
best movie
Barbie
of all
will
time, so it's in every
Oh,
honorable
this happened
mention.
last year too. I
Yeah.
remember this. Yeah.
It's gonna be every year, guys. It's gonna be that every year until I die. Barbie will be
prepared.
on my honorable mentions for every year.